Hello everyone, another edition of the Animal Market, and today we are talking about the justice system with particular reference to Quebec relative to Canada. Now, in my opinion and experience, Quebec has very, very excellent laws, particularly with reference to the Quebec Charter. They even have a Section 10 which prohibits discrimination against social condition, which is not a part of even the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Very excellent charter as far as Quebec, excellent laws in general as far as the protection of individual rights, and that is because the Quebec Civil Code codifies individual rights, unlike Ontario and the rest of Canada, where an individual has to rely on case law. An individual seeking to pursue their rights in the Quebec courtroom can rely on the Quebec Charter and very detailed civil code, unlike the rest of Canada. And they also have two excellent courts, in my view: the Quebec Court of Appeal, extremely good judges, and the Quebec Superior Court Penal, extremely good, outstanding judges on these two parts of the justice system. That cannot be said, in my view, concerning what, in my view, has to be the worst court tribunal I've ever experienced in Canada, which is ironically the Quebec Human Rights Tribunal. The Quebec Human Rights Tribunal, in my view, basically brings together every stereotype that Canadians have about what can, for lack of a better word, corruption. They do things at the Quebec Human Rights Tribunal most people in Quebec and Canada don't know, which simply would not even happen in most dictatorial regimes across the world. Let me give you an example of what happens in the Quebec Human Rights Tribunal. So I am a black Anglophone litigant. All of a sudden, I'm confronted in a tribunal hearing where the judge decides to speak all in French to the opposing lawyer after I received a claim from the Quebec Human Rights Commission in terms of damages against the Ville de Gatineau police. The judge and the Ville de Gatineau decide they're going to have a private conversation amongst themselves. This simply would not happen anywhere else in Canada. In the Ontario Human Rights Tribunal, they recognize the right for court translation.